Chelsea now were more than just a bunch of precocious teenagers. The new all-blue strip showed fashion sense, and there was a stylish swagger to their play that made Stamford Bridge a fashionable place to be. 64-65 was another million-spectator season.
Graham trying to get it inside Murray, a goal! Right wing corner, so knocks the outside left to take it. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal scored by the inside right, Graham. I should think that quite a few teams are going to have trouble with Chelsea this season. Onto Harris. There's McCready up there again with the attack now. This could be dangerous. And it's the third goal. Ken Shellito laughing all over his face. Knocks again. Graham, and a lovely goal! Scored by Venables, right off the toe of Brenda. Hollins to Venables. There's Johansson back in defence. Hunter to Collins. Ooh, he could have put his team in trouble, Hollins. And a goal!
It was in this season that Chelsea unveiled another smooth-cheeked youngster who was soon to become an idol at the Bridge.
Skill, great attitude, 2 great feet, great in the air, marvellous heart. What more is there?
Peter Osgood. His debut was in a 5th-round League Cup tie against Workington. He scored twice, then went back to the reserves. But Chelsea went on to win the League Cup, then an infant competition in only its 5th season. Eddie McCready played centre-forward in the first leg of the final against Leicester and scored. As the season moved towards its climax, the Blues were prominent on all fronts. Their FA Cup run took them to their first semi-final for 13 years. They played at Villa Park, a seat of football history, destined to become entwined with Chelsea's history more than once during the Doherty regime. Their opponents in 1965 were Liverpool, the reigning league champions.
I remember we arrived at the ground and going into the dressing room. Terry Venables and I, and Shanks was standing at the home dressing door, which they'd been allocated, of course, and just whistling away to himself. And he looked at Terry and I and said, "Aye, son, you're good enough to win it next year," he says.
Liverpool kick off against Chelsea in the semi-final at Villa Park. Chelsea in the darker shirts. The Londoners expect to win, and before long, Liverpool goalkeeper Lawrence is brought into action. Hamlin takes it, and Mortimer heads in for Chelsea, but it's disallowed. No score at half-time. And then Liverpool really come into the picture. A glorious goal by Thompson. Harris brings St. John down. And this time it is a penalty. From the spot, Stevenson scores. Liverpool win 2-0.
The season ended in disarray. 3 defeats in the Northwest, 8 players sent home for sneaking out of the team's Blackpool hotel.
I must admit that I was too much of a sergeant major. I was far too strict in hindsight now. But they went out, and it was reported to me that they'd been out to 2 or 3 in the morning by the hotel porter, which I denied. I said it was that rugby team that was in the hotel, and I would prove it to him. So we got the keys and we went to one of the bedrooms, and 2 of the players who were supposed to be out were lying in bed fast asleep, until I removed the top sheet and they were lying there with their suits and the collar and ties on. I don't know whether they'd just come in and they were ready to go back out again, but it was quite humorous at the time.
Chelsea finished 3rd in the league. Liverpool won the cup. The following season, the draw brought them together again.
There he is. Osgood is good. That's what the Chelsea fans chant about this 18-year-old. A great prospect this boy is. The thing to watch for in this match will be the overlapping of the Liverpool defenders. This fellow, the right back Lawler and Yates. Not a Liverpool forward has scored since the middle of December. It shows you how dangerous the defenders are. Now Thompson. Oh, it's going to be a goal. St. John Hunt. It's there. Corner to Chelsea being taken by Tambling. which is this, an equaliser, scored by Osgood. Oh, the cheerleaders on the Kop are quite confident. They're still screaming for Liverpool, but it's Peter Osgood for Chelsea. Oh, what a beautiful mover this boy is. What a beautiful run. Well, it gives away my age, but that reminded me of David Jack at his best. So now it's a looking corner, up goes Yates, beautifully taken by Bonetti. That's a good clearance. Venables. This is Harris, the right back and captain, to Tambling. Beautiful football by Chelsea. Comes Graham, been lurking unnoticed on the right. A lovely centre to Tambling, and that's a goal. That was a goal all the way. Free kick to Chelsea. Remember, Leeds now with 10 men back in defence. Goes Osgood. Graham hit the post, a goal. Tambling, number 11.
Go on, my little diamonds! They'll have to open out now.
Doherty's Diamonds then trumped Shrewsbury and Hull City on their way to the semi-final. Back again to Villa Park, this time to play Sheffield Wednesday.
It was a very, very heavy Villa Park, unfortunately, and it didn't suit our style of football at all. They had big defenders like Vic Mobley was playing, you know, and Jerry Young, and they had a fullback that used to chip a good winger. I forget his name now, but it was a heavy pitch, and it didn't really suit the style of Chelsea Football Club.
And a terrific roar greets Chelsea, and Chelsea looking like Inter Milan in blue and black stripes, as against the Real Madrid colours of Sheffield Wednesday, all in white. This is Bantham. It's a good one. Ford has scored. A goal. 60 seconds to go. As far as the Wednesday supporters are concerned, it's all over now. And here's Ford. He's got McCalliog in the middle, he's got Pugh in the middle. There's McCalliog, a goal! That is it! McCalliog has scored against his old club.
It hurt, but there was balm for bruised pride. Chelsea were still pursuing a European trophy in their second season of Fairs Cup football. Against Roma, Terry Venables put Chelsea ahead. Roma equalised, Venables scored again. It was a sour tie, but Chelsea reacted positively after Eddie McCready was sent off just before the half hour. A fine third goal completed Venables' hat-trick in a 4-1 victory. Having survived a battle in Rome in the second leg and then disposed of Vienna Sport Club in the next round, Chelsea then fell 2 goals behind away to Milan.
Our watch now, 45 seconds left. Venables. Comes Boyle. Harris breaking on the right. And it's a goal! That could do it. It's a goal scored by Graham. And it's 15 seconds from the end.
At Stamford Bridge, Bobby Tambling's corner set up an even more emphatic George Graham header. The scores were level on aggregate. Then came Osgood, 4 days before his 19th birthday, striking another superb goal. But Milan levelled on aggregate, and it took a third game, extra time, and the toss of a coin to get Chelsea through. Eventually, they met Barcelona in the semi-final, losing 2-0 in the Nou Camp, although that first leg should have been in London.
We were due to play them at the Bridge, and we had 2 or 3 injuries and 2 very good players, and it was raining, but not that heavy, and I arranged for the fire brigade to come in the night before and flood the pitch even more. And the referee came to examine the pitch with his Wellingtons on, and he says the pitch was unplayable, but none of them could fathom where the rain came from during the night, but I'd arranged that with the local fire brigade.
When they finally played at Stamford Bridge, the fire brigade gave way to the police force. The other boys in blue were needed after Barcelona had a man sent off. With 20 minutes left, an own goal gave Chelsea hope. 2-1 on aggregate became 2-2, courtesy of another own goal. But when they met for a third time, there was no rain in Spain nor charity from Barcelona. Chelsea lost 5-0. During the summer, Joe Mears died. Chairman of the Football Association, he sat on the Chelsea board from 1931 and was chairman for 26 years. The next season started with a new look. Murray, Bridges and Venables had gone. Charlie Cook was making his league debut.
Now Cook. Let's see what he's made of. Graham up there with him on his left. Oh, fine goal. Beautiful goal by Cook. Good ball by Boyle to Cook. And tumbling, a fine goal. Splendid effort. Chelsea much stronger in the tackle. And Osgood to Tambling. Tambling's got to do it on his own. And he can do. The Chelsea fans really taking the mickey out of Villanova by just singing the tune of Strolling. And that really is what Chelsea are doing. They're strolling through this match. Deservedly, it's 3-0 up. Much the better football. There's Graham. Graham again, maybe a shot for number 4. Brilliant save at Tambling. 4. Tambling. Oh, Aitken, what a bad mistake, and Tambling's got the 5th. His own 4th. Number 10, Cook. And here's Boyle onside. Oh, a bad mistake by Tyndall. Oh, you cheeky monkey. And there's the 6th goal, the 5th for Bobby Tambling.